Well, hello, everybody. How is everybody doing today on your lovely Tuesday Night Live? We are here with one of the most greatest people I have ever met. We haven't physically met, but we have talked, and I've been on his show. And in a little bit, I will be introducing him into the show. So I'm super excited to have Pete Mcdevitt on our show today. But in the meantime, let me say hello to everybody. And you guys must be wondering, where is Traveling with Tinkerbell? Before I say hello, I am in Puerto Rico. I'm visiting with my dad. So this is a little bit of a different of a background. So this is where I am. I'm having a great time. And hopefully you guys are having a great time too. With no further ado, let me say hello to everybody. And then we will bring our guests in and we will start our show. So welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Hello, Miss Angie, for whatever floats your boat. We have David Cantrell. Thank you so much for being here. The queen of Disney. You're going to love this, Samara, because this is all about you. Welcome in, Samara. And also Debbie, welcome in. Monterey Molly, welcome in. Scott McNeil. Debbie, welcome in. We have Sippity Doo Doug, welcome in. Mandy Mary, welcome in. Cakes. 2112, welcome in. Let me see who else is here. Let me see. CCA, welcome in. Hello, guys. Thank you so much for being here on this day. And if I miss anybody, I do apologize. Warmstrom Adventures, thank you so much for being here. Escapades with Jeffy. Hello from Puerto Rico. Harlan, welcome in. Park Bros, welcome in. So with no further ado, let's welcome in Pete Mcdevitt. And he is our Disney guru. He is all about Disney, guys. So here he comes.
Hello.
Welcome in, Pete. How are you, sir?
I'm good. If I told you I was in Carolina by Fort Buchanan, would you believe me right now? I wish I was. I miss those days.
Well, guys, this is Pete Mcdevitt. And he actually has the Pete Mcdevitt show. He has all sorts of different shows, and he's gonna talk a little bit about it later on in our interview. He is our kind of like a Disney king because everybody knows him in the Disney community, and I'm trying to merge the cruise and all of that with our Disney community and bring everybody together so that we can expand and become a big family.
Love it.
Pete, first of all, I just want to say thank you so much for being here in our show today. And with tell us a little bit about you so everybody can know a little bit about Pete.
Sure. Well, first off, thank you for the invitation, and it's been a great experience for me to meet you and get to know you, and to have you over on our platform talking for a little bit. I'm excited to be here today. A little bit about me. I started this journey of mine here on the social media platform about 3 years ago, and we stay busy as we can doing Disney content and sports content with Major League Baseball and NFL football and NBA basketball and a little bit of all of that, focusing around covering the travel industry through the difference of Disney. And that's our focus point. Not that there aren't other great avenues out there to spend your money. Obviously, cruising, a great way to do it.
Right.
Disney cruises and so many more that are out there that you focus on. But I try to stay focused to the Disney side, and we talk a little bit of everything and just keep ourselves busy. And we're all about positivity and happiness on my channel. I try to be an oasis to get away from, everybody has bills. Most people have a job that they're dealing with, a boss or coworkers, or they have kids they're working with, other challenges, other things in their life that they have to work through every day. And we try to be that place where you can come over and just forget about it for a little bit and have some laughs and have some smiles and be treated with respect. And that's our key.
Right. And that's the same way with us here in the cruising community. And I think it's a wonderful thing that we can come together as one, because a lot of people don't know a lot about Disney and a lot of people don't know a lot about cruising. So it's good to, like, when you merge two communities together, not only you get to know a different type of community, but also new people. And then you get to check them out, because whether you guys know this about Pete or not, he has multiple different channel things that he does. And maybe one of them might not be your interest, but maybe you have an interest in something else that he might do. So I posted your channel out there so that everybody can go check you out.
Thank you.
So With that being said,
it's more like a network than it is a channel because of all the different things we do. I'm more
right.
like, I've kind of said that the other day. I'm kind of like a network. So
Look, somebody said Pete is our godfather.
that is my nickname over there. Absolutely. So
And I'm looking forward to one of these days to maybe get to meet you in the park
mhm.
and maybe do a live stream or something from over there.
That would be awesome.
But
We love that.
yes, definitely. With that being said, I have one of my first questions to you is tell us a little bit about your channel and um, how did everything became the Pete Mcdevitt show?
It's a long story, but I'm going to keep it very quick. Hello, Katie Kendrick. Welcome in.
Hello,
Sorry,
Katie.
I'm so used to doing that.
I know it's
Um,
okay.
the My story's kind of unique. I supported the United States military for 20 years with my career, and proud to serve those who serve. And in 2019, I had a medical tragedy happen. I ended up in the hospital. I was in a coma for 44 days. I was in a hospital or therapy for 480 some days, almost coming up on the year and a half mark. And when I was there, when I came out of my coma, my son was 10, and he said, "Hey, Dad, they won't let me do Funkos on YouTube. They keep turning me off because I'm too young. Will you do that with me when you come home?" And I didn't think I was going home, to be honest with you, Jacqueline. They had read me last rites 3 times while
Wow.
I was there. And I said, "Sure, I'll do that with you when I come home." And when I got home, I was here for 2 days, and he's like, "When are we going live?" And I was like, kicking myself. So I did it with him, and we shared out his Funko Pops. And what I realized was there was a lot more to this, a lot of opportunity, a chance for me to help other people with our channel and what we do, and to reach out and touch people from all over the world. And I started doing the channel, and the obvious thing came up to me is this channel was going to be about me and what I wanted to do, and what I wanted to do was bring happiness to other people. So I called it the Pete Mcdevitt Show, and that was just me doing my show, just me being me, and having fun. And that's kind of how it started, to where it's come from, and 25,000 plus followers later, and umpteen people that I now call chosen family. Oh, because they are family. It's just we chose to call them our family,
Right.
and so many great friends and relationships that I've made, like meeting you. The blessing is that God has left me here to try to do and help other people, and I'm getting blessed to meet people like yourself, and it's been great. So, the channel itself, it's God, it's busy. It's 7 days a week. I am live just about every day of the week,
Mhm.
with some type of content. We do live play coverage of Major League Baseball games and NFL football games on our channel, so that keeps me
Right.
busy throughout the year. My Disney content, I've got, I think it's up to 5 shows now, is where I was counting. I have a Sunday night show, which is where I allow 5 ladies to take over my channel, because to me, there's not go O's. Yeah, there we go. Carnival Cruise Addicts. You need to be fun. You need to be subscribed to my channel so we can talk Orioles baseball. I love that. Love seeing that. Um, the these ladies take over the channel, and they do interviews of people in the Disney social media community, and they're approaching show 100 coming up in the late spring, early summer this year.
That's awesome.
And oh my God, and they're fantastic. They are absolutely amazing on the screen together. And every show is getting 60, 70, 80, 90 people watching live, and a ton of replays. So it's doing really well, and I'm proud that I've turned my channel over to 5 women that are just they show you that the women are just as good as the men. There's so many shows
Right.
out there where it's an all guys ensemble, and I wanted to change that rhetoric and show, hey, the ladies are just as talented, much like yourself. And we do that
Right.
on Sundays. On late Sunday nights and Wednesday nights, we do a show called Disney Dialogues. I love that show, and it's basically me hanging out with people late at night. We play games. Our most recent game that we're playing right now is Two Truths and a Lie, where the chat comes in, and we bring in a Disney guest somebody from Disney social media comes in and they're telling two truths and a lie, and the chat has to guess it, and we give out prizes, things of that nature, which is great. I'm really excited about. We just brought back to the channel. We haven't done it in a couple months, and we had to take a hiatus because of family. But Monorail Molly and I do a show that I love. It's called Disney Dialogues, and we talk with Imagineers. We've interviewed Disney Imagineers. We interviewed Disney authors. We interviewed Gary Wolf, the creator of Roger Rabbit. He wrote the book Roger Rabbit. We had him on. We've had God, 7 or 8 artists from the Festival of the Arts already on, and I've got another dozen coming to the channel that we're going to be interviewing. So I love doing that. And then Friday nights, we do a live Disney news and merch show every Friday night where we tell you what's going on in Disney. We don't have everything because it's impossible to cover all that. We'd be live for 8 hours if we were doing that. But which, I mean, I could do, but I think my partners would kill me on Friday night if I kept them that long. But we kind of highlight, we pick and choose some of the what we call the hot topics for that week, and we talk for 2 hours. We engage with the chat, and that's the big thing. If you're over on my channel, you're part of the show. You're part of everything because we include the channel, the chat all the way through. Like if this was my live right now, I'd be telling you that Space Mountain Dave is, probably watching, sitting and eating an apple, thinking that his Tigers are going to do real well when they probably aren't. So.
But yeah, actually, I was part of his game show, Two Truth and a Lie, and I had a great time. So, guys,
you were excellent.
If you guys never played it, just check them out because you guys are gonna have a great time, and you guys get to meet a whole lot of the Disney community, and it's a lot of fun, guys. It's truly a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it.
The great thing that I loved about I was going to say the great thing that I loved about that is when you did the show, you were just so fun. And everybody was laughing and getting to know you and having trouble grabbing. And now, as I watch you come in, hello, Gloria, welcome in. As I watch you come in to our chats now, I see so many people saying, hello, Jacqueline, hello, Tinkerbell, great to see you back. So you really stepped into the community, and man, they welcomed you with open arms, and I love that.
Definitely. And I love the community. It's really fun. It's with all my hours that I do during the day, I try to peek in, and then when it's my downtime, it's kind of cool because your show with Truth is usually at night, so that's kind of like my small downtime, and every so often I jump in there and I enjoy playing the game, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I truly enjoyed it and love it. A quick question, how long, when I know the year that you actually open your channel, but how long have you have your channel, and what made you create the channel? You already told us about that your son, you were in the hospital and your son told you that, this is what I want to do. But when it came to the creation of the name of Pete Mcdevitt, because I know that's your name. So did you just say, it's going to be just the Pete Mcdevitt show, or
I've been around the Disney social media community for close to 10 years now. My official term that I called myself was an enhancer years ago. I used to, when I first started, I was moderating and sharing out people like Resort TV One and the WDW couple and Prince Charming Dev and some of the, I guess you'd call them OGs of second round OGs of this community. And I would go when I was traveling, I had sheets of paper with all these different Disney people on it that created on YouTube. And if I saw somebody with a Disney shirt on, hey, take one of these flyers, check out these channels. I would do stuff like that to enhance these channels and help them. And I was happy doing that. I was busy with my job. My job took up 60 to 80 hours a week. I didn't have time to be a creator. I just had time to help out and be a part of it. And when it came time to do the channel, I had already had my name out there of Pete Mcdevitt. So I didn't really want to go back and, change it to, I don't know, Disney done right or something, I don't know, Disney with a dog or so, I don't know, something ridiculous. So I just said, my name's already out there. It's been out there for 6 years. One of the things about me is that when my brother was a professional wrestler for years, for like WWE, ECW, that type of thing. And I got to spend a lot of time with a lot of incredible Hall of Fame wrestlers. And one of the things I learned from these guys is that you can be who you are and still be fun. and you can be who you are, but you can pick it up a notch the minute the camera goes on. So there's a term that the wrestlers use a lot, and it's said, "Hey, flip that switch, let's go," and you just turn into you're the character that you are for the show. So my show is still me. It's just
Right.
me. It's just me at a whole nother level of energy, having fun, doing what I do, trying to make people laugh. At the core of my values and my beliefs, they're all still there, and I still want to help people and do everything, but I want to have fun. I don't mind, I don't mind, if somebody says, "Hey, I gave an arm and a leg trying to get that done," and I'll say, "Hey, yeah, me too. I gave an arm." I don't mind. I don't mind making fun of myself and do it. Hey, Jerry, Hatbox Goes. Good to see you, buddy. Um, I don't mind doing that. As long as the people out there that are listening are having a good time and they're
Right.
forgetting about if they're having a bad pain day because they're not feeling well, or they're having a bad work day or a bad day with their kids, or the neighbor's dog's outside doing their business on their lawn and they're just mad, whatever it is. I just want to make you smile. And I want you to leave my show or leave your time with me saying, okay, you know what? I can have a good day. One of the things I say,
Right.
Jacqueline, a lot is you can choose to be happy. It's your
Right.
choice. When you get up in the morning, you can choose to be a miserable wretch. You can choose to be sad. You can choose to be grumpy, or you can choose to be happy. And no matter what happens that day, you're going to find a way to be happy. And that's what I try to do. I get up every day and I'm in pain from the minute I wake up to the minute I go to bed. I have both legs amputated. At the end of my legs, they hurt. Right now, the end of my left hand and the end of my left leg, it feels like it's on fire. But that's what I live with. And instead of choosing
Right.
to be miserable or to have a grudge or to have an axe toward being left this way, I choose to. Sorry, I forgot that I had something on there that I was watching it. Just CSI. All of a sudden wanted to come on. Um, NCIS and CSI always want to come on. There we go. Let me stop them right there. I just choose to try to find a different path.
Right. And it's,
So,
it's like I always said, it's always a blessing every day to wake up and to be
mhm,
breathing. It's always a blessing. And I do agree with you when you say that it is our choice to bring light in our day or
mhm,
darkness in our day, depending on how we feel. And I agree with you because there's certain things that people go through life, whether you talk, to people about it or you keep it within yourself, but always try to make it the best day that you can, because there's people out there that still care about everybody out there.
absolutely,
And I do
absolutely.
agree with you there. My next question to you: what is your favorite out of all the shows that you do? What is the one that you say, this is the one that I enjoy the most? Because I know you have different ones, so I know that's probably a hard question.
Well, the answer I'll give you is pretty straightforward. It's the next one that I'm going to do. Because all shows that are on my channel right now have a different focus point variant, a different target
Hmm.
audience. Okay. Yes, some of those people will cross over. Some of the people who like Insomniacs will come to Friday night. Some of the people who like a Friday night show might go, "Oh, wait, you're doing the Green Bay Packers against the Bears? I love the Packers. I'm going to stop in today."
Right.
My favorite time is when I can sit back at the end of a show, and it doesn't matter which one it is, and I can say, "Okay, wow, we did something good." Like Sunday, this past Sunday, I was in Disney. The girls took over the channel. They did the whole show themselves, and my greatest moment was to sit back, not while I was doing my fireworks and I was doing my thing. It was to sit
Right.
back at the end of their show and watch 60 people be excited about what they were watching, to watch three young ladies absolutely crush an interview with a gentleman from the community that got to know a lot more people, was so excited at the end of it. The people in the chat were happy. The guest was happy. That was my that okay, there's my best night. It wasn't even my stream. And I was proud of my stream, but I was more
Right.
proud of what they do. So to me, it's it's definitely whatever the next show is, because we're going to be bringing happiness, and that's what I love to do. So yeah.
Yeah, and I agree with you, Debbie. Like, Pete definitely is an inspiration to make everyone smile. And at the end of each of our day, much better and joy overcomes just by watching Pete Mcdevitt and friends. That is, I do agree, because I see some of your shows and I be on some of your lives, even if it's for a brief moment. I whenever I see somebody, I try to
Mhm.
jump in and check them out. But I be honest, when I did the show, it was a lot of fun. And when I see you doing that specific show and some of them, I just have a great time, and there's a lot of laughter, and
We've
and
built up
and
a
you get
great
to meet so
community.
many great people.
Yeah, Jacqueline, that's a perfect exactly what you just said there. You get to meet so many great people. We've built up an amazing community here of people that want to be a part of it. It is my chosen family to be a part of it, and the
Right.
people that work with us are the people that are part of my inner circle of trust. I spent 15 minutes on the phone with a couple people who are in the chat here right now about talking about my channel and being more a part of it, and how much their support and all meant to me. And you get to have those phone calls with people and tell them what their value is. It's a pretty cool thing.
Yeah, it's really
Okay.
cool. And one of for those of you that are on the chat, from our cruising community, because I know that a lot of people from the Disney community probably knows about this. But if you have a question for Pete that you want to ask, please put it on in your comment. Or if there's any Disney vlogger, because he knows a lot of them, believe it or not, between the higher ones to the little ones, put it in the channel if you want to know something a little bit more about them. I personally, Pete, when I got to know, and I told you this before, I got to know Kyle Paulo,
Hmm.
and Casey,
Yep.
amazing human beings, both of them.
Yep. Yes,
And
they
one of
are.
these days, maybe I'll catch JoJo's World someday out there. Pete, Nate is amazing.
Hmm.
He's a cool guy. I love his little dog. She's really cute. And if you guys are ever interested in the Disney community, those are people that you can check out. Very cool people,
Yep.
down to earth. That if you ever are in the park, you can always stop by and say hello to any of them, and they will stop and they will have that conversation with you, and all of that. So and I know that because I actually lived it when I actually met Kyle. We were there talking about 5-10 minutes, and he was like very cool guy. It's not like one of those people that that, oh, I have a big follow, and I just took a picture real quick and kind of like leave. He was nothing like that, nothing at
Right.
all. We had a great conversation. And I know a little bit about you, Pete, because I remember watching JoJo's World from a while back. He had mentioned you on his channel.
I've
And
known
for those of
JoJo a
you that
long time.
yeah, for those of you that don't know, I actually got an email from Pete back in November of last year, and he came across my channel, and he was just letting me know that he was going to put my channel out there, and here we are today. So, and it's kind of cool how full around circle, things go. And I'm a true believer that God puts people in your life for a reason,
Hmm.
and this is the moment that we were supposed to meet and be together and come together as one big family. So I appreciate. And people that don't know me, I'm a very Christian person, so I'm a true believer of our Lord Jesus Christ, and He is the one that handles all of these. Everything I do is all by His glory. So with that being said,
Yep.
um, I do have one question, because I know that every person that comes out live, they have goals and things like that. One is, what is do you have a goal for this year that you would like to accomplish?
Um, well, I mean, I had a couple. I have a charity that I partner with, and my goal that's raises money for um, military veterans that have been hurt and need assistance. And I had a goal of $5,000 to raise for that. I just started it a week ago, and I already had to change it and raise it up because we've already raised $3,500. So I have a goal of $7,500 to give back to others. So I want to give back. That's all about not about me. It's about other people. Um,
That's
but as far as
awesome.
the channel itself, my ultimate goal is to have 100,000 or more to get the plaque. That's the first checkpoint, ultimately. And my goal is to have 100,000 so that I can take my following and help those. I will still help a channel that has 100 followers, even when I have 100,000. It's all about supporting others. So, do I want more to grow? Yes, I want to build our community as high as God sees it. God knows what my number is. Wherever that is, I'll get there.
Mm,
I have a personal goal. It's just wanting to achieve achieve that plaque and put it behind me. But the main reason is that I want to use my platform to help and help as many people as I can in whatever way that journey brings. And the more people that come in, that's more opportunity for me to help.
And I'm with you there because I feel the same way about my channel. It doesn't. I think the number. We would like to see one day the 100,000 number, definitely, but that's all in God's plan, and I'm with you there. But I want to make sure that I always keep humble and always keep in mind that if anybody, even if you have one subscriber and you want me to come on your show, I will be forever grateful for that. And I would love to be part of your channel and the community and bring you guys, to wherever we need to. We will work together to bring you guys up. Definitely. Welcome in, Cruise Nuts. Somebody had a question here, which is does Pete know Mr. Morrow?
Yes, I am very good friends with Nate.
Nate is an amazing.
My son has been on more of Nate's vlogs this year than I can count right now, with different things. So yeah, we hung out with Nate at Christmas time on multiple nights. We watched the Christmas parade with him. He's got, if you watch my channel, you'll see I have bumpers that I do. People in the community, different creators do channel bumpers, and Nate did a channel bumper for me. So did JoJo, many people. So yeah, I'm lucky enough to have these people as friends because I treated them with respect when I first met them. I treat them with respect now. I've treated them like they were all channels that had 100,000 followers even before they even had that. And I take a lot of pride in the fact that I'm probably the one person in all of Disney social media that can reach out to just about everybody there is out there. And I'd say 90% of the people out there, especially on the YouTube side, and they will answer or return my call to me, which is kind of, I take a lot of pride in that because it's a long road to earn somebody's trust. Trust is a tough word to earn. So.
And you could tell because looking at the bumpers that you have and all of that, you can tell how great of a community you have built. And maybe one day traveling with Tinkerbell would be part of the Pete Mcdevitt show's bumpers.
But I'm doing it. What I'm doing is to make it fair is I've done it with the people that I've known the longest first, and then I'm moving it in because I didn't want to. Again, to me, respect is a huge thing. They jokingly call me the Godfather, but respect is a huge thing. Much like in the Godfather movies, it is a respect thing. So I'm not going to allow someone to just come in who just started their channel. I've had two people recently, Jacqueline, reach out to me and say, "I'm sending you a bumper," and I said, "No, you're not." Well, I want to put a bumper on your channel. Well, last I looked, first off, it's my channel, and second, you're not using me as a vehicle to just promote yourself. Why I do the bumpers is to repay the respect of people that helped me along the way as well.
Exactly. And right now he's actually he actually mentioned it a little bit ago. They're actually he has a I think it's like $5,000, right? But I think you're going to bump it up. So
I just changed it. I just literally right before the stream, the representative from the charity called me.
If you want to throw that in the comments and put it out there, and if you guys feel from your heart to help, go ahead and help them out because it's for a really good cause. And I'm also going to be sending out some stuff over there that way as well. So if you want it one day, try to help somebody, then this is your opportunity to do so because this is for a really good cause. Krusna says, "Hi Tinkerbell, do you have Pete Mcdevitt's channel link? Trying to connect but finding other channels." Yes. Give me 1 second. Let me pick it up from right here and I will plug it in again.
Thank you. You'd have to, I'm not a moderator, so you'll have to copy and paste, but there's the charity right there that I just put in just a minute ago.
How did you send it?
I put it in the chat.
Oh, okay. Well, then just copy it from there. Yeah, copy it from there, guys. And yeah, see if you can go ahead and help them out because it's for a really good cause. Pete is always doing something, from one side or another for a good cause. So, let's help them out and get to this, to surpass his goal.
Here, I'm going to send it over to you because it looks like YouTube is blocking it from me.
Okay, send it over to me and I'll put it on there. Yeah, so if you guys have any other questions for Pete, put it on the channel. I do have a question because this question came and somebody is always asking me this question, so I always ask in our interview. Have you ever been on a cruise before?
I have not. I've said for the longest time I won't go on a boat unless I can fish off of it. However, I've said that for quite a few years. However, within the last couple years, I have changed or adjusted a little bit on that philosophy. Mm-hmm. And I think that I'm pretty sure that I will do one at some point. A lot of it really, it was joking about being able to fish off the boat. Honestly, a lot of it was more of the fact that if I live in Maryland and the chances that I get to go to Disney aren't like everybody who lives there. Would I like to live there at some point in my life? Yeah, it's still a goal. But right now, when I go to Disney, I get, back then when I was working, I'd get 3 or 4 days every couple of months, and that's all I had. So I didn't want to go spend it on a boat. I know it's great food. I know it's great fun. The entertainment's through the roof. I've heard all about it, and I think it's great. But I only had 3 or 4 days. I wanted to spend them in the park. I didn't want to give up those days on a cruise, and that was just me. So I guess now that my situation's changed, at some point, yeah, I want to go on a cruise, and I'd like to take it all in because I have a little bit more time on my hands now that right. That I'm going. I mean, I'm going down to Disney for, I don't know, 11, 12 days in June. Like I said to my son, well, is there anything else we haven't done that we want to try? We've got this extra time down here. So we're going to do a couple different things. Thank you for dropping that in.
No problem. Because I was just trying to get it all in here so that way people can put it on there. Yeah. So yeah, guys, if you feel it in your heart that you guys want to help out Pete, there is the actual link, and his goal was 5,000, but now he bumped it up a little bit. And not only you will be helping Pete, but you will be helping whatever it is that Pete is doing over there for his channel.
And that is, we should say, that is tax deductible 100%. You do get a receipt. They are a 501c official charity, and also all money goes directly to them. I do not touch any of that. It goes directly to the organization, and 96% of the dollars that come in go to the soldiers. Only 4% goes to operational costs, and that's a pretty good record. So
that is pretty good. That is really good. And they really need it right now. They sure really need it right now. All the help that they can get right now. So I have another question for you.
Sure.
Besides YouTube, are you in social media? And this is for everybody on the chat. Are you in social media like with Facebook, Instagram?
I'm on Instagram. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. We're on Threads as well. Our primary content focus is over here on YouTube, but we have a social media presence and we stay out there. I was actually talking with Monorail Molly today about doing a joint live where we tie in maybe a Facebook live with one of our lives out there, just so some of the other people that are out there on the other socials can get a good look at, what we're doing. Whatever social you're doing is the right one for you. Everybody's different, for what you like. I tend to prefer reading TikToks as much as creating them, but I'm still over there a little bit.
Yeah, and if you ever want to catch Pete, sometimes Pete comes to Florida, and he was here for the Arts Festival when it started. He was just here this past weekend, right?
Mm-hmm. Just over the weekend.
So he was here just past weekend. So if you ever want to actually meet Pete, just send them a message and say, hey, Pete, whenever you're going to come to Orlando, and maybe you can get to meet Pete and get to know him a little bit more. I'm one of those people that we tried for Arts Festival to meet him, and then I just couldn't, make the time, to get to meet him. But I know that eventually down the road I will get to meet Pete and face to face, and we'll actually be able to talk a little bit.
I usually tell people, when I'm down in Disney, the easiest way to meet up with me is I post all of my thumbnails. Like, we're going down there in June. My thumbnails for broadcasting will be up by the end of this week, and they'll be up and they'll be posted. So when people are over on the channel and hear that I'm coming to Disney, I'm pretty up for it about, hey, we're going to be in Disney the next couple of days. You can always look at where my thumbnails are, and you can walk in the park and turn on the live stream and find out where I'm at and stop by and say hello. We always welcome people to do that.
Look at Cruz now. He says, so many times I want to cast a line off the back of the ship and shout out, Captain, slow down, fish on.
Yeah, me too. I would love that. That would be awesome. That'd be awesome.
You
I
will
love
have to
fish.
go to the lower decks, Cruise Nuts, to be able to do that. I've actually, weirdly so, on several of the cruises that I've been, I've actually seen gentlemen bring their fishing poles, and then they get off the cruise ship, and then they find like a spot at the beach or whatever, and then they
Oh yeah,
just, do their thing and enjoy, their time. So it's kind
that's
of
a lot
cool
of
to
good.
see.
That's a good way. That's a good way.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I said, now that I
People get
got more
around
time,
it.
cruising is a great thing. A lot of I know a lot of friends that love doing it, that spend a lot of time doing it. One of the people that we're good friends with that follow our channel, the Carusos, they Jennifer Caruso on her channel goes streaming a lot on cruises and out there, and we've
Right,
got people that do that a ton. I think it's look, if that is what you enjoy more than anything else as far as your time, go do it. Spend the time, take it all in. Yes, I think it's awesome.
so I have a question for you, because I know is that you do so much for
Mhm.
in your channel. What is what has been one of your favorite projects, whether it's charity or a live stream or anything like that? What is one of those things you that you did that you truly kind of like enjoy out of it? You took a lot from it, and you enjoyed it.
I mean, it would be multiple answers to that as well, Jacqueline, because I have my prongs in the fire, I guess. So many things. We do a moderator tutorial class where I teach people to be moderators. We do that for free on there. I love doing those. As I meet new creators out there, if they say, "Hey, can I ask your advice, or can I spend a few minutes with you picking your brain?" I enjoy those conversations and making relationships and helping others behind me,
Hmm.
because I never had that when I was, first starting out with it. I enjoy spending the time working with soldiers. There's many, many soldiers that will reach out to me at different points in their career or retirement and just spend time talking
Right,
about what they did downrange, or because I can relate to what they've done. That's impressive to me. What we're doing with the charity is a love of mine, because I'm helping people that I don't even know, but they're
right,
they're men, they're men and women who stood opposed for our country, and God bless them that they
exactly.
did. Doesn't matter which branch, doesn't there? It doesn't matter. If you're a jarhead or a swabby, it's all important. And
Right,
there's hello, Molly's mom, welcome in. Um, that's important. So your answer, I guess, I would give you, and people sometimes look at me like I'm nuts, but it's an honest answer, is my best thing, or my most thing that I enjoy, is truly the next thing that comes along, because
okay,
to me, it's another person that I can say, okay, I helped another person. How am I going to
right,
help the next? How am I going to help the next person? And that's truly what I care about. I
right,
truly I want to be that vessel to help streamers grow. I want to be that vessel to help a soldier who's down on his luck or been down on time, or a new amputee who's having trouble figuring out, how am I going to do X, Y, or Z, because I can't see it right now, like I couldn't see
right,
it when it happened to me, and now I can help them. I want to be there for that person who's had a bad day at work. Their boss has been, off on tilt, giving them a hard time the whole day. They had a horrible day. Their kids have called from school and given blah blah blah, and it's been a hard day. And they turn on our channel and they're laughing and smiling and maybe forgetting that for just a few minutes. That's my next
right.
best thing.
That's awesome. And you do a really good job with it. Because I remember one of our first conversations, you helped me a lot with the channel. And I do truly attest to what he's saying, because for those of you that don't know him, and that's one of the reasons that I wanted to bring him on here, is so that you can know an amazing human being that he is, and not only who he is as a person, but everything he's gone through. And he has such a great spirit, that he wakes up every single day to do this for every single person here on this, looking at this channel right now, is truly amazing. And I am super like blessed, truly, Pete, to have you be
Thank you.
part of my life, because God is just amazing in that way. God
Hmm.
always puts His kids together in
Hmm.
one way, shape, or form, and at the right timing that He has. So, and I could truly attest to that, because I remember out of, we were having a conversation, and then we went from, hey, I could help you with this, and you could do this and do that. And by those little things that He helped me with, it has helped my channel tremendously in many different ways. And I just wanted to pay that respect back, bringing you into the channel and having everybody get to know how amazing you are in the Disney
Thank you.
community, and how blessed everybody in the Disney community is to having you in their life.
Well, thank you.
So
If
it's
you're new
really,
to
really
me,
cool.
if you're new, my what I say to you is this: come over on Friday night from 9 to 11. If you can't
Mhm.
make it live, watch the replay and see if you don't have some laughs and meet some new people that treat you with respect. Just click the link, hit subscribe, come on over. If you don't, you can always unsubscribe and say, "Hey, Pete, you were wrong." But I feel pretty comfortable in saying if you come over, you're going to be treated with respect. You're going to have a good time. You're going to
Yeah.
laugh. You're going to laugh. And
Oh
Molly's mom will
yeah.
be there. Molly's mom will be there telling you how much she really loves the Ravens. That's what she will be doing.
Definitely.
Probably
I
not,
tell
but
you.
worth a try.
Look at Harlan. Thank you so much, Harlan, for putting out that. I think God has saved a lot of our lives, me included, because I also have a story that a lot of people don't know, but that's for another day. And He is truly amazing with all of us here, and He puts everybody together at the right time. So for those of you that are in the cruising community, if you ever need Pete help or a question, you can always reach out, and
Hmm.
he, whenever he can, because he is super busy, but he will take the time out of his day to help you out. And if you want to take one of his free classes of how to become a moderator,
Please.
he puts everything on his channel, so just look for it or reach out to him,
We're
and
doing one
see, and
on
he'll be more than happy to help.
we've got one coming up on I gotta look at my calendar. March the 8th is our next members or moderator training tutorial. And that will be, I think it's like at 6 in the evening, East Coast time, 3 Pacific. And again, it is free. And it'll help you learn to moderate on YouTube. And you can use those same skills on any of the social medias, to be honest with you.
Right. I might do that tutorial on March 8th, because I did talk to M when she's here, and I talked to Jeff D and Cruising with Keith, that he does our Across the Wave, so that they can also take that class with you. So I'll let them know that on March the 8th, and I'll send you an email or a text
Yep.
message.
All are welcome.
Let you know that
All
we
are
will be
welcome.
there. But I'll be honest with you guys. Check him out, because he has different types of things. Maybe not everything is what you like, but I know for a fact that if you watch some of his shows, there's something that you're gonna be interested, and you guys are just gonna love it. I enjoy the show, and I'm looking forward to seeing an actual live stream, because he actually has the Disney seniors that come in.
Yep. We're doing that
And
tomorrow night at 6 o'clock, actually.
so I'm hoping tomorrow, because I'm on a little vacation here, so I'm hoping tomorrow I can catch that one, because he has all sorts of different things. So go check them out. And there's a lot of other channels on here. So guys, in my channel, I always tell you guys to hashtag TWT if you have a channel, so that you can put your channel out there and people can go check you guys out. And if they're interested, they can subscribe to your channel. That's something that I always have there, just to help out the community that is coming in new, that might need, subscribers. And
Hmm.
I always let them know, check them out. If that's something that you like, go ahead and hit subscribe. Let them know Traveling with Tinkerbell sent you. And that way they know where you guys come from. Because
Love it.
we're not here competing against each other. We're here all together in this as a big family, trying to help each other out. And I feel truly blessed, Pete, that I have this amazing community, and I love the community that I have, and the communities that I'm able to reach out and talk to them, like your community. And as you can see, it's so nice to see them together on the
Hmm.
chat, and it's a blessing, because we didn't have that. So Dave and M, I'm going to actually say real quick thank you to the both of them, because M saw Dave, Dave found me, and that's how we, that's how the community came to be. So thank you guys that are in the channel right now checking the live stream. So I have I know you say you have how old is your kid that wanted to do the YouTube channel?
Preston's now, he's going to be 18 in July.
So does he still do the YouTube with you, or he just decided,
He's known as producer Preston on the channel, and yeah, he still does a lot with me. He'll come in here and do some live shows. When we were down in Disney just this weekend, he took the gimbal and he went and did the gimbal work and everything. And I was talking with the chat, and he's still very active, involved in this. And at some point when this is not my thing anymore, or when Father Time has passed me by to do that, I'll hand this channel off to him, and he'll have all the followers that he wants and be able to do what he wants with it. But until then, it's going to be what I'm going to go with.
Oh, that's going to be awesome. That is going to be awesome. Maybe one of these days I get to meet Preston, whether it's on one of your channels or in person. But that's awesome, because that's my end goal, to one day when God no longer wants me on this earth, to just my son will probably be the one who'll be taking over my channel, which he's my editor. So
there you go.
That's my one. You work you got to work hard. You got to work hard so you can leave something back for your kids.
Yeah.
So I have like everybody saying Preston is a good young man. I bet he is, because look at where Pete Mcdevitt is today, because his son at one point in his life said, you know what, Dad, when you get out of here, this is what we want to do.
My daughter Amber also helps a lot with everything I do, and she's actively involved, and everybody knows her. And we had our meetup here last year. I do a meetup for my community every year in Maryland, which is a lot of fun. We do that for a 4-day window. We're doing it this year for the 4th annual one in August, and Amber's a huge part of that. She bartends at one of the restaurants that we hold one of our events at, so she's the bartender that night, and she goes to the baseball game. And everybody knows my daughter just as much as they know my son, between the two of them. So it's kind of cool that way.
So that's cool, because you have all your kids involved.
My kids and their dog. Amber's dog Sully ends up on the channel more than me sometimes, I think. And I think Sully gets more love than I do.
Nate has Gracie.
Yeah, it has Gracie.
Gracie's part of his channel. For those of you that don't know a lot about Nate, I actually watch him, and I just have, I don't know, I love watching Nate, because he just brings such happiness. And he's just a lot of fun. And then especially with his Gracie, he buys her like little treats on the park and then brings her to her. So it's really, really cute.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing him. I think we're going to do dinner with him in June for my Preston's graduation thing. I think.
Oh, Nate's that's awesome.
Yeah, which would be kind of cool.
Well, Debbie says all of Pete's children are amazing young people. And of course, the super dog Sully.
Debbie, I told you I was only paying you for 6 comments. That's 7. I'm not paying you for that one. I said I would pay you to do 6 comments. Got to keep control.
That is amazing. It's and Debbie is a very well known, like Debbie, Molly. I think Jonathan was here as well at one point.
A lot of our great people. Molly's mom was in here.
Molly's mom.
I saw Cakes was in here. Let's see. Mandy Mary was in here. Of course, Mr. Cantrell, who Mr. Thibodeau was in. Thibodeau, Jason and
Thibodeau was here. Yes,
the Thibodeaus are amazing, super supporters of our channel. Phantasmic Chronicles, I know, was in here. Tippity Doo Doug, who's also become one of my top people on my channel with everything he does. Him and all of his cheese balls. Just great people. Great people. Surf Bum John, Lamont's Grace, Surf Bum John. These are all amazing people from our community that we value.
Yep. And I tell you guys, if you guys want to really have a ball and you can see how, people fighting, not fighting, but when they're competing, that's the word, competing against each other, is when you have the two truths and a lie. Yes. You guys, it is a blast. You be laughing because you think you know the answer and you really don't know the answer.
Every Wednesday night at 10:45, we bring in a celebrity. We call them a celebrity because they're part of our community. We bring in a community celebrity, and they have their tomorrow. We have Adventures by Carney. We have Pete Carney on there. It is going to be an absolute circus tomorrow night with him in there. I can't. I've seen some of his comments already, and it's going to be fun. But 10:45 every Wednesday night. It's Two Truths and a Lie. We spend a few minutes talking about the community. I highlight some channels that are up and coming. I talk about things coming up on my channel and do all that, and then we play the game, and it's just a great time.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun, and you get to see a lot. Not only the game, but like you were saying, Pete, you get to talk about different channels. And they gives a lot of information about that specific channel. And then that way you get to see the channel, maybe subscribe. And sometimes, weirdly so, sometimes you actually have the channel person there online that you can actually interact and talk with. So at least, because I remember Tinker Tory, I think it is.
Tinker Tory,
I actually subscribe to him, and I'd be watching his, and he's a really good guy, and it's a lot of fun to watch him. So
one of the things that I try to do, Jacqueline, is lead by example. Our Marines talk about our deeds and our actions. Many of the military does, but I've heard it out of my friends that are Marines more than anything. And to lead by example when you're talking about another channel or discussing another channel or highlighting another creator. There's a respect factor that should be out there. If you're using their content or stuff they said, you should be putting a link to them and recognizing them in the description of your video and acknowledging, hey, so-and-so. One of the things that I always try to do is every channel that I'm highlighting or talking about, I send them a note. Hey, found your channel, like what you're doing. This is what I do on my channel. I highlight other creators. I wanted you to know I'm going to talk about your channel tonight. It'll all be positive. There will be no negativity. And I just wanted to be respectful to you and let you know. And sometimes those people will come over to see what exactly you're doing. And then when they see what I'm doing and they realize, hey, this guy, I don't ask for anything either too. I want to make that clear.
Right.
I don't send an email saying, hey, I'm going to talk about your channel. Subscribe to me. I would do it. I'd do it. I've never asked for a subscribe from any of these people, and I never will. If they come in and they like what I'm doing and they subscribe, great. I would love that. I'm trying to grow our community, but if they come in and they don't subscribe and they just say thank you, or they say nothing at all, okay, so be it.
Right.
That's life. You should have to earn. You earn your subscribers. You earn them. You don't get them.
Right. And I agree with you there. And I was just letting everybody know because I know that when you were doing it, he was there, and I remember that specific date. And he does a whole lot, guys. Because that's the only way that people will realize how many other channels are out there. Because unless you don't hear from somebody that tells you, hey, I have a channel, you wouldn't even know. Yeah. You probably would be sitting here. You don't even know that P had a channel or that I had a channel. So this is what we do.
And, we have goofiness over on our channel. I can, with being able to, different connections with people, I can bring people in and do stuff and pop things in, when people don't expect it and stuff like that. So we try to do a little bit of that. I did that yesterday at the airport. When we were flying back, Preston and I were sitting there. We talked to these nice people that were flying from Colorado, I believe it was. And they subscribed to my channel while we were sitting there. And she says to me, we're sitting there talking to her, and she says to me, oh my God, I absolutely love two channels that I watch. And I was like, oh, who are they? And, she's like, well, I love the guy over there at Ear to Ear Magic. I'm like, oh, okay. And she's like, and I love that crazy Disney lady. She's very funny. and I texted them both, and within seconds had them both available on a phone to say hello to this person, because, that's the kind of cool stuff that we can do, that, that I can utilize my relationships with people to, again, put a smile on someone's face,
I bet she was happy.
Yeah. I had, it's been fun like that, to do stuff like that. Somebody said to me one day, well, you don't really know the trackers. Somebody came into my channel and said, Tim and Jen Tracker, blah, 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 this, blah, 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 that. You don't know them. And I was able to, here, let me hit a button. And there's Tim and Jen Tracker saying, hey, you're watching the Pete Mcdevitt show. and all that kind of stuff. So, it's nice to be able to do that again, to be able to have relationships with these people, because I have treated them with respect from day one.
Right.
Respect is earned, and if you deserve it, you're going to get it from me. If you don't deserve it, you're outside my circle of trust. So be it. So be it.
I truly agree. I don't know if anybody else has any other questions, because I don't want to go over the time, because we have to be very on time with Pete, because he has a lot going on right now and he's got to get ready for other stuff. So do you guys have any other questions for Pete that you guys want to know before we leave? Put them on the comments. And if you don't have any more questions, please go check them out. Let me see if I could put that link again. Just
while you're doing that, you want to see how we do it on the show? I'll show you a little something here. I'll give you a little example. This is just how we do it on the show.
Uh-oh. Ooh, we don't know who he's calling, guys.
Hey.
What are you doing?
Doing good. How about yourself?
Good. What are you doing right now?
Sitting here watching you on Tinkerbell.
Yeah. Well, Dave, how come you haven't asked a question?
What question am I supposed to ask? I mean, you guys are doing a great job.
You see Tinkerbell here saying, "Ask anybody wants to ask a question." There you are, sitting there eating Cheetos, drinking a beverage. I mean, Dave.
Actually, no, I'm waking on a Discord channel for my travel channel is what I'm doing.
Okay, good. Please tell me you have clothes on while you're doing it.
Yes, I do.
Okay, Dave likes to do things without clothes on. All right, gotta go, Dave. Bye. That's how we do it.
That is too funny. Let me get hold on, guys. I'm gonna get that. Where did it go? I'm gonna try to put that link again on here,
okay,
so that you guys can hold on. Let me go in here real quick. Give me a quick second so that you guys can. Okay, here we go.
Take your time. Hey guys, if you're watching here tonight, you're having a good time with Tinkerbell, and this is your first time in because you come over from our thing, you can give her a follow on her channel. If you're one of Tinkerbell's loyal army that follows her around, the guys, you should share out the streams when she does them.
Definitely.
Let more people know about them, and get more people over here to talk cruising and all the fun with Jacqueline right here on her channel.
There we go. That's what I wanted to do. I want to put your
thank you.
Your information out there. So guys, thank you guys so much for being here. Pete, thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here in the channel today. Please, guys, if you're able to help out Pete and his charity, please do so. Let them know if you come from our side. Please let them know that Tinkerbell, you're coming from Tinkerbell. And I just hope truly with all my heart that you guys go check them out and check out some of the other channels here today. We will be all truly grateful for that. And Pete, thank you. And may God continue to bless you, Pete, for everything that you do. And I truly hope that our friendship continues to grow.
Absolutely.
And one day we get to see each other face to face and have a great laugh together.
That would be awesome.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. And
thank you,
this
Harlan.
is your house. This is your house. Whenever you want to come back, just let me know, and I'll be more than happy to bring you back, because we keep evolving, we keep doing new things, and it's always good to come together and let us know. Well, with that being said, guys, thank you so much for being here today.
Oh, hold on. You got a new member, Mr. Thibodeau.
Thank you, Jason. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jason.
Yes, thank you very much. And with that being said, guys, please stay safe. May God continue to bless each and every one of you. I will see you on the next one, which is next week. Thank you so much. Have a good evening and toodles. Love you all to the moon and back. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.